Alrighty guys, today another Nike performance box and another performance, it was performance model back in '89 but I love this retro. These came a while back and I had to buy them right away. I just love this colorway. My favorite color combination in black and red, so you guys are going to see that. Nike history box, and the model is the Air Flight 89. Retailed for $95 a few years back. I think they still keep the same price tag, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely reasonable price. Black, sport red, and white. And let me show you how they look. You guys know, at least most of you, that the Flight 89 shares the same tooling as the Air Jordan 4. I do not have any Air Jordan 4s just because of that reason. I have a ton of 89s and I love them all. They're the same model, minus few details, but of course to each his own, and I refuse to pay $200 for a model that I can get for $95 or less. Here they are. They actually dropped, let me see the sort of a hidden label here, 7/26/11 to 10/19/11. So they came out in 2011 in this particular black, white, and red colorway. I really like this colorway. This just screams Chicago, and I love these colorways. It's my favorite color combination is black and red, and with the hints of white it's even better. I mean, this shoe is so classic. Back in '89 when these came out, a ton of players rocked them. This Flight model was so popular. All the guards and forwards and pretty much everybody else, even some centers actually rocked this model. Some people played with the Force models, of course, but the Flight was very popular. Scottie Pippen, Chris Mullin, I mean, you name it. Everybody that has contract with Nike rocked this model, so I really like it. In the back, as you can see, similar to the Jordan model, we have upside down Air Flight. This actually 2011 model is nicely padded. I have one of the recent ones. It's not as well padded, I think, in my opinion. Same Nike here. Insole, shoe tree is still inside. Let me try to pull it out, see if I can get the insole out and show it to you. My latest model, which I actually just wore yesterday. It's kind of a, actually this one is glued in. Interesting. The newer one are not glued in, but yeah, it has, the tongue is held by these elastic bandages, just like the newer ones and the back in the old days. But I was going to say that the newer editions are not very comfortable. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to report that, but I should have got a half a size up maybe, because my regular 8.5 that I usually get in Nikes, and it feels almost always a little bit bigger, which I like. Tiny bit more room for the toes. I like most of my sneakers to fit snug, but for whatever reason these later ones are just pinching my toes right here on the side terribly. I mean, my foot gets asleep. Lengthwise they're fine, but they're just super narrow. For some reason that's it's very uncomfortable. It really needs some serious braking time, and I don't think my feet can take that that hard braking time. But yeah, I mean, Nike here on the back, the signature fabric material here around the heel, the sort of a shifted inwards. You guys probably have noticed most of the older Nike Air models that have visible air, their actual side windows are kind of shifted more towards the front of the shoe. If you look at the later ones, this window will be moved back a little bit to kind of be more symmetrical and aesthetically pleasing instead of you know, being so far inward shifted. Actually, back in the day, we didn't like that at all, especially when new models came out and there were more shift in the back and there were bigger windows, and these tiny little ones that are towards the front were not very popular, but I really like it now. It's kind of a nice touch that reminds us for the end of the 80s. But yeah, the new book, you know, or the Durabook used, since Nike calls their new books Durabook, it's not bad. It's okay. It's pretty soft. Again, these are DS. I haven't worn them at all. Look, you can see the outsole, all herringbone, and the setup, of course, is in every other 89, every other Jordan 4, and other models that share the same midsole outsole. It's the Air Max unit in the heel and encapsulated there in the forefoot. Interesting that the one that I was telling you that's kind of pinching my toes on the side, it's actually pretty soft and responsive. I can feel even the forefoot, which is pretty amazing for a retro. But then the whole pinching destroys the feeling I have with these shoes. I'm gonna give those a try and see, compare to the new ones, and hopefully the comfort in these is better. Not that I'm planning to wear it, since I don't have a double. I'm probably never gonna wear these ones. And I love this colorway so much that I don't want to destroy them. But regardless, I really like these. I think it was probably one of the best colorways released for the 89. You guys know there's a ton of colorways they were releasing, and they're still releasing, and they released this year as well. I actually have my eye on a few of those, especially that grape inspired colorway, but I'm just waiting for the prices to drop a little bit. And yeah, I mean, it's a great model. Tons of history behind it. I love the look of it. It's so retro and so reminding me from those old days, and shares so many cues with the Jordan 4 that I personally don't feel the reason to go and chase any force. But again, that's my opinion. So that's pretty much it, guys. Another great Flight 89 retro that came out a few years back. I really like that one. I hope you guys like it as well. Black and red is just always awesome for me, and this red inner is just awesome, absolutely great. Stay tuned to Collective Kicks for more sneaker news, reviews, and history articles. And until next time, guys, you have a wonderful day.